Have you ever wanted to make little books for your dolls that have actual paper in them? Some of your favorite books, like Harry Potter or Game of Thrones. Well, follow this tutorial and I'll show you how. For this tutorial, you will need a paintbrush, Mod Podge, clear tape, a stapler, scissors, printer paper, a file folder or very thin cardboard, and a ruler. You will also need these printables, which I will link down below where I got them from. I did resize them in Photoshop because they're for dolls that are smaller than mine. You can also go on Google Images and find pictures of books and then make them in Photoshop as well. So step one is you're going to want to take your printables that you've printed out. You want to leave space around the books. You're going to want to fully cut them out. And you're going to want to take your clear tape and you're going to want to put it over this just to give it more strength, and then when we Mod Podge it on, you don't risk getting the top part wet and the ink bleeding. So this is what it looks like when it's done, and I had to use 2 pieces of tape. So you can't see here, but that's where they meet. And then you're going to want to trim off the excess tape. Now, once you have your little cutouts taped, you're going to want to take your Mod Podge and a paintbrush, and you're going to want to paint the Mod Podge on the back of the printouts, and then stick them onto the file folder, because then this makes them the covers, this part makes them extra strong, and so they can bend easier. Now, once you have all of your books done and glued on, let them dry for a while. And I only used 1/2 of the file folder, by the way, so it wouldn't be too thick. Oops, sorry. So while you wait for the covers to dry, you can start working on the pages that go inside. And I have several different sizes of pages. I have about 4. There's large, medium to large, small, medium, and small. And this just depends on how big your books are. You don't have to make these 4 sizes, just whatever works. And I just took a piece of paper and traced a book and then sized it down a little bit, and that's what we'll use. So take your guide and place it on the top corner and fold the pages over. I use about 3 pieces of paper, so together we'll have a bundle of 6. And then each book varies. Some of these need 6 little bundles, and then other ones only need 2. So you're going to want to fold this over, and then you're going to make a line mark here. You can just do that all the way down the page. And then once you have all of your lines, you'll staple each little piece together, and I'll show you when I'm done. Once you have your spaces stapled, you can begin cutting them out. And don't worry if these aren't exact, because you can always use the guide to come back and reshape them. And I found they vary from book to book, so you always need to shape up your bundles depending on the book. Once you have let these dry and you have cut them out, then you can begin folding them on the spine. And I try to fold them as close to the line as possible. This is what they look like before any pages are put in and when they're fully bent. It does take some practice, and I would show you how I do it, except for I don't have anything to put my phone on so I can record while I'm doing that. I just have my other hand. Sorry about my lack of equipment. Now, if the spines are really tiny, like these ones, I just fold them like once. I just fold them right over in half. And they'll only need like 1 bundle of pages to be full, which is nice. Now you can take your little page bundles and your things, book things, I don't know the words, I can't think of the word of them. You're going to want to make sure they fit. So I'm going to have to get the ends of that one. And then what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to glue these in here. And I use hot glue to do that, but you can also use super glue or Mod Podge. I just find that hot glue works better because it's faster, but you do burn yourself a little bit because you need to handle these. So I'm going to size them and glue a couple in. Okay, so I have 4 bundles in this one, and this one takes 5. So I have the 5th bundle here. And you just put hot glue along the spine, and then the folded part, and then you put it into the spine, and you hold it there until it dries. Then I usually take a little bit more hot glue, just a tiny bit, and put like a dot here and hold it, so then these 2 pages are stuck together and it holds the book more solidly. And once that is done, you are finished. You have made your own little book for your dolls. These are in SD scale. And when I scaled them on my computer, I just put everything into Photoshop and then like letter size, and I placed these around, and I just dragged them. I just drug them until I liked their size, and I thought that they would work for my dolls. It was that simple. I'm linking where I got all of these printables from down below, and then I also have these, which look more like old books. And I'm going to see if I can find where I got those printables, because I think I just found them on Google Images. But thank you for watching. I hope that this helps, and if you can add your own text in here if you want, or leave them blank. I like to leave them blank. But if you make any, let me know. I would love to see them. Have a good day.